You don't say to mama, you don't read, oh. Says the tracking angel. You don't boast to mama, you don't cut. Now chain you the cut. Okay, now make I use my microscope, scan a reality scan, nigga area Biafra phobia mentality. See, set mazin nam the canu free. One war. They don't want to hear the name of Biafra. For them is a scary name of Biafra. I love this very name of Biafra. Biafra, most I judge a bless Biafra. Chuko Kika Biama bless Biafra. Conscientiousness bless Biafra. 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 Started in 1804 by Utman Danfodio. Rinom go be to Sokoto. Boo, Sa Amadou Bello. They massacred the Hausa, Marigi and Pura. What about the Shua? Zamfara and Adamawa. Referendum is the voice of everyone. Real freedom, Yahweh must be done on the land. Simon, they don't want to hear the name of Biafra. For them is a scary name of Biafra. I love this very name of Biafra. Biafra. Mosai Jaja bless Biafra. Chuko Gika Biama bless Biafra. Conscientiousness bless Biafra. 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 They tried by the canories. These reckless foolanis. They conquered the Lorraine. Fooling, who them fooling. They killing in Benue every day. Niger State and Plateau State. Every day. Who love me to Bed State every day.
All right. Thank you for joining me this afternoon. Greetings, everyone. Raphael Chamaka Jere is my name. By the grace of God, the Acting Minister of Information, Biafra Republic Government in Exile. I greet you all, fellow Biafrans, lovers of Biafra and lovers of freedom. Today, some shameless people are celebrating independence today. Although majority of the people in the contraception camp have concluded that they will never celebrate because there's nothing to celebrate. I saw a video of where some are already campaigning that they are still waiting for their independence. I don't know if I'll be able to play one of those videos like the one coming from Comrade Omoyele Sowore. But before then, I want you people to listen to the so-called ThIEFNUBU, the PRESI-DIOT of the Zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom. Listen to him. And then I will say some important things from this. Is 2 minutes cut out speech, cut and join speech on their so-called Independence Day. Now listen, and then we'll be back.
Our oil production rebounded to 1.68 million barrels per day from barely 1 million in May 2023. The increase of coal due to improved security, new investments, and better stakeholder management in Niger Delta. Furthermore, the country has made notable advances by refining PMS domestically for the first time in 4 decades. It has also established itself as the continent's leading exporter of aviation fuel. The Naira has stabilized.
Are you watching this cut and join? The way it's going back and forth, is a pre-recorded. This speech has been made like 4 or 5 days ago, and they are presenting it to you in Nigeria.
From the turbulence and volatility witnessed in 2023 and 2024. The gap between the official rate and the unofficial market has reduced substantially following FX reforms and fresh capital and remittance inflows.
He's celebrating that the dollar is stable. Let me check the rate of dollar to at least to euro today. Right now, as I speak, let me check. Before this PRESI-DIOT entered, the dollar was obviously less than 500. Let me tell you. Right now, just now, it is 174 Nigeria Naira to 1 euro. 174. No, 100, no, sorry, 1,740. 1,740. That's over 250% increase between when he entered in less than 2 years. And he's happy that it has stabilized. It has stabilized on this amount. Check and see what will happen later. Anyway, let's just play. You see how these people are just, oh my God.
The multiple exchange rates, which fostered the corruption and arbitrage, are now part of history. Additionally, our currency rate against the dollar is no longer determined by the fluctuation in crude oil prices. Under the social investment program, to support poor households and vulnerable Nigerians, 330 billion has been disbursed to 8 million households, many of whom have received either one or two out of 3 tranches of the 25,000 naira each.
Now, the man is asking you to celebrate that they have shared 330 billion naira to 8 million families, 8 million audio families. That I am here online. If there's anybody that have received ThIEFNUBU's 25,000 naira, please comment on my comment section. At least if there are 8 million, well, out of 210 million people, so only 8 million he's claiming, and that 8 million is audio, and then what he's actually claiming, 25,000 naira, is about $14, or let's call it $15. 25,000 naira, $15 that he's claiming that the people have gotten. Now, how are you supposed to survive for 2 years with $15? Like, for example, if you don't have a job, you don't have a home, you have not been able to pay your children's school fees, you have not been able to do anything. Your wife is sick, you have a surgery, many things that you are passing through. ThIEFNUBU wants you to celebrate that out of 210 million Nigerians that are suffering, at least out of that 210 million, over 200 million are below the poverty line, of which they survive on less than $1 a day. And this shameless man is coming out here to tell you that you should be happy that 8 million people have received a tranche of 25,000 naira each. Hey, you see that? And I saw Dave Umahi in a campaigning for ThIEFNUBU a few days ago, telling them that nobody in Ebonyi, is obedient. Nobody is this, that they are all ThIEFNUBU. Now, in Ebonyi State, in this is 25,000 naira each. I am very sure that nobody in Ebonyi State can come out and say they even received 25,000 naira. Nobody. So be very sure that this 330 billion was shared among the governors or shared among his friends, and then they concluded that they have given 8 million people 25,000, which is completely nothing. Nothing, compared with the suffering that the people are suffering. Now, another thing you must now ask ThIEFNUBU, people are being kidnapped on daily basis in Nigeria. Kidnappers. And the little amount the kidnappers will ask you for will be 10 million, 20 million. Some people ask for 100 million. Now, somebody you gave 25,000, if kidnappers kidnap him, where will he see the money to pay for ransom? Because even governments negotiate that ransom can be, they've made peace with terrorists. So what it means is that terrorists can freely kidnap, and then they can maybe reduce their ransom money, because we were even told that one of the governors, his house was busted recently, and the machine with which they count kidnappers' money was found there. And a lot of money, ransom money, was found in the governor's apartment or house. Are you following? So this is so shameless, that these people are so shameless. Are you aware that the whole world is watching this thing? No war. This Independence Day, according to them, speech. And you're saying that you shared 330 billion to 8 million people, that none of them can be seen, or nobody, among the people that are actually suffering in that zoo can come and affirm that they even got that money. And most of these families are people that are suffering from this insecurity and from this terrorist attack and the suffering going on. Now, as he finished this one, he did another, and there's another short video from I took this from Tunde Ednos page. Let's play this one. He said, "Peace have returned." Let's play.
Security. We are working diligently to enhance national security, ensuring our economic experiences improved growth and performance. The officers and men of our armed forces and other security agencies are working tirelessly and making significant sacrifices to keep us safe. They are winning the war against terrorism, banditry, and other violent crimes.
And this when he's talking about banditry, this thing is happening on daily basis. And we have evidence on daily basis whereby these terrorists operate ceaselessly without anybody hindering them. Recently is the one going on in Kwara State. Going on right now as we speak in Kwara State. They ransack communities, and the communities are all running away. The security agencies that come, they say they don't have permission to go after the terrorists. And some of them that even speak will say that their weapons are not, sophisticated enough to challenge the terrorists. And this one here is lying to the whole world that they are winning the war against these terrorists. Can you believe that? Okay, let's continue to listen to him.
We see their victories in their blood and sweat to stamp out Boko Haram terror in the northeast, IPOB ESN terror in southeast.
Now, he's even calling, he said Boko Haram terror in northeast. And this Boko Haram he's talking about, they are just making peace with them. There's nothing like stamping Boko Haram out. They are making peace with them. And they have what we call Operation Safe Corridor. And they have what they call repentant Boko Haram. Yes, that's what they have. They have what they call repentant Boko Haram. And they have Operation Safe Corridor in the north. And he's mentioning IPOB. What is IPOB? IPOB is I am IPOB, indigenous people of Biafra. Is there people? So when he says IPOB, that means he's calling the whole of the Biafran people, the whole of the people in the southeast. He's calling all of them terrorists. IPOB. And what is ESN? ESN is Eastern Security Network, which after they kidnapped Masin Nnamdi Kanu, ESN does not operate anymore. There's nothing like ESN. What we have is Biafran Liberation Army that is giving them woto in Biafra land. Giving them woto in Biafra land, not terrorizing the people, not giving terrorism, not kidnapping or collecting ransom like the terrorist Boko Haram are doing. But this one is shameless president. He's openly talking about ESN and IPOB. Shameless man. Yeah, let's hear him.
And banditry and kidnapping. We must continue to celebrate their gallantry and salute their courage.
Now, celebrate their gallantry. What are you going to tell the people in Benue? That you are celebrating their gallantry? What are you going to tell the people in Kwara right now? Running away from their homes. You are celebrating their gallantry. How are you celebrating it? By making peace deals with them? What are you going to tell the people in Plateau that have been murdered every day, that you are celebrating the gallantry of people that are running away from terrorists? They are running away. They don't confront them. These terrorists go into army barrack, army cantonment, and they drive all the whole military people. They run away. Those that they can kidnap, they kidnap. Those they can unalive, they unalive. Those that are able to run away because they have guns, they run away. Some have run as far as running into another country to seek refuge. Some of the military of this shameless man are right now in a IDP camp. Militaries are in IDP camp in Cameroon. They're in Cameroon. They ran away, the border between Borno and Cameroon. They ransacked their military barracks, took all their weapons, and the armies have run away. And he said they are celebrating them. Oh, what a shame.
On behalf of a grateful nation, peace has returned to 100 of our liberated communities in the Northwest.
Now, can you ask this shameless man to show you any community that the Boko Haram have taken that they have liberated? The governor of Zamfara State have been crying that almost all of these local government areas have been taken. Where did you liberate? Where did you liberate in Zamfara? Where did you liberate in Nasarawa, in Adamawa, in Boronu? Where did you liberate in Kaduna? Where? Can you give us an example where you liberated? Right now in Kwara, they are taking over communities already. Where did you liberate? And he said hundreds of communities. We are not even ashamed to tell people that terrorists took over. Terrorists have taken over your communities. And we have evidence of those same terrorists making peace deals with you. And you are here telling the world that you liberated communities. Where did you liberate? Those terrorists that came to make peace, that were driving away on their motorbikes, on their convoy, they are driving back to their communities that they took over from you. So how did you liberate people? Can you give us an example or any of the communities that have been liberated? Let me look at my comment section because I'm playing this video. I can't see. Is there anyone of Tinubu's fan watching right now that can give me just quote one village or one community and we investigate it that have been returned and the Boko Haram have handed over and have given up on that community because of the activities of Nigerian army? So show us an example. Show us an example. So what this man is just doing is that he wants to remain in that seat, steal as much money as he can steal, and at the end of the day, he leaves and Nigeria will just crash. Because whether or not Nigeria will crash, this man, as Tinubu knows very well that Nigeria must crash. But for him, he will just try and be patching it and patch it until he's able to steal as much as he can steal. So if the country will crash, let it crash. Probably he has made arrangement with some of the people from Yoruba land that while Nigeria is crashing and is coming out, whatever he may have planned, I don't know. But I want to assure you that if that is your idea of stealing to end so many lives in Nigeria and thinking that, yes, maybe at the end of your tenure, you will systematically give opportunity for your people to break away, you will lose disastrously. And those people that are actually in this on this with you, they will regret ever bargaining with you because many lives are being wasted. And instead of you to take the decision to end this thing now, use the opportunity you have to save your people. Most of your people in Kwara State are now crying. They are speaking your language. They are crying. The DSS that was sent to save them are running away. They say they cannot confront these terrorists in Yoruba land. In Yoruba land. And who are these DSS that are actually going into these communities to disarm them? Disarm the people that have arms to protect themselves. They disarm them, giving opportunity for these terrorists to come in and move smoothly and perform. Who are they? And if this thing is an accusation, why can't you investigate it and bring out evidence that yes, we have investigated that this is not true? You can't investigate because you know that they are true. You know they are true. So, Biafrans, it is interesting for us to know that if no matter how worse and how terrible it is, Biafra land still remains the safest place in the whole of that contraption. Biafra land, yes, still remains the safest place. Still remains the untampered areas. It's only in Biafra land you will see villages that are still intact, that they have not tampered with and they cannot take over. Only in Biafra land. Much have been said. And Biafrans, you can see anybody telling you that there is hope for Nigeria, look at it. Today is their independence. Look at what ThIEFNUBU is telling them. Look at what ThIEFNUBU is telling them. Let me just finish it because there's nothing much for him to say.
On behalf of a grateful nation, peace has returned to 100 of our liberated communities in the Northwest and Northeast, and thousands of our people have returned safely to their homes.
That thousands of your people have returned safely. Meanwhile, today as they are celebrating, listen to what Omoyele and his group are doing on the streets where they are protesting. Listen to this.
Nigeria's independence is what we are pursuing. The one they are celebrating is the one of the colonial masters. Our own independence has not arrived yet. Yes. That is why annually we used to protest on Independence Day. We are still looking for independence. We want to be free from new colonial masters and slave masters in our. We are still living in apartheid. Yes. Any country where people work and they cannot get pension is not an independent country. Any country where people speak and they get clamped down into prison or detention is not independent. That is what the colonial masters used to do to us. Yes. The colonial masters used to call what they call cybercrime. Now they used to call it the sedition law. If you speak, you go to jail against authority. So we are still looking for independence. Revolution. Thank you.
So those that understand the game they are playing are telling them, look, what are you celebrating as independence? There is no independence. There is nothing to celebrate. They said they are still looking for independence, and rightfully so, because they are not independent yet. For those that still believe that they can save Nigeria, have it at the back of your mind, you are not independent yet. And for those of us that have broken away from Nigeria, we have it at the back of our mind that we will never return to Nigeria. Never and never. God forbid. Thank you very much for joining me. I will be back in the evening, hopefully, for more updates for us. Nigeria, the more they are trying to package them, the more the thing is leaking. Hana patch will they leak. And Biafra drawing closer and closer. Airborne Biafrans, I love you all.